those kinds of things. Those are big, popular hashtags. So that brings a lot of people to your page. And you'll see when you go in there to hashtag, it's really nice because Instagram will tell you how many people are using that hashtag. And so you want to be using the ones that like hundreds of thousands or 1 million people are using that hashtag, because that's going to bring more people to your page. We don't want to be using like hashtag Plexus, hashtag, not a lot of Plexus stuff, because that's going to bring Plexus people to our page, which isn't a bad thing, but you want to kind of want to branch out of that a little bit. And so let me see if I can share. Bear with me here. Okay, is it showing my Instagram?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay. So as you can see, this is just an example. Like, this is what I like to post on my Instagram. So I love tacos, so there you go. And then like that, like here's a tea party from Cindy's, and I'll just put like a little, to me, these are like, I always wanted to have a blog, and I'm just not organized enough for that. So that's how I use Instagram. And so I just put little, my thoughts in here and just share them with everybody. So this was our brunch, my lunch, this, and then I'll work Plexus in as it happens. So otherwise, I think that's about all I wanted to cover. If anybody has any questions, let me see how I can stop sharing.
Mm-hmm.
Stop share. Okay.
Thank you, Katie. That was awesome. And I hope I finally got my computer to go. That one, my big one, wasn't working, so I had to go onto my laptop. And so I've got it all set up now, and we're recording. But thank you for sharing that. That was awesome. And she also has it outlined for us. So I'll add that in Tickled Pink, the outline, so you can kind of go over what she did for you.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea. I can do that.
So the next thing it's my little turn to talk, and I'm going to talk a little bit about sharing these products even if you're not a doctor. So when you first start your Plexus journey, that is the scariest thing. And I remember the day when I was new and how scary it was, because you think, oh my gosh, they're going to ask me these questions. I don't know what's in it. I don't know the ingredients. You start your mind starts going. So the first thing that I want to talk about is kind of our mindset, because that is really the key here is mindset. And so it's a little psychology. So the number one thing you have to be ready when you start with Plexus is be ready for no's. So you can't let the emotions of the no's get you down, because especially friends and family, your closest friends and family, you're going to get a lot of no's. So even reverse psychology for yourself on your brain, for yourself, is to try to get 5 no's a day. It's kind of reverse psychology. So that at least you're sharing it and you're talking and you get a no from, yes, I got a no, just to try to stay positive about it, because I want you all to know that that is a very common thing. Don't think it's just you that you're getting all these no's and you must be doing it wrong or something. That is just how it is. The reason people are telling you no, though, it's because they're not educated. They aren't educated on the products. They're not educated on multi-level marketing. And so we can't let that get us down. It sometimes takes 5 to 8 exposures for them to say yes. I have a very dear friend. She's even on here. I won't mention names, but it took her 3 years to say yes. I did not give up. Almost every month I would talk to my friend and I would talk to her and I would ask her, are you ready? Are you ready? No, no, no. And I didn't give up. If you can remember this saying, no means not right now. Write that down. No means not right now. So when they're telling you no, it just means not right now. They're not ready, or they haven't been educated enough, and they're watching you. So if you have been on it for 5 or 6 months, those people are like, wow, John's still loving it? Wow, maybe we should look into it. Okay, but the thing is, just what Katie was sharing on Facebook, you don't want to stop posting on Facebook about your Plexus, because then people think, oh my gosh, he must not like Plexus anymore. He's not posting about it. So you just kind of want to make sure you're consistent with your post. If you post once a week, then post once a week. If you do every day like I do, post every day. And just like Katie said, I do it very subtle. And what you can do is you can follow me, friend me, and you can follow me. You can follow some of our Tickle Pink people. You can follow other jewels in the company and see how they're posting and kind of copy them until you get comfortable with it. We have to remember that we're all going through the same thing. So don't sit there by yourself and say, it's me. I can't handle this. Last year at convention, those of you that were at convention, if you haven't signed up for convention yet, I'm going to do a little plug right now. Please do. It will be life-changing. And you're in a room with 12,000 health-minded people. 12,000. And I remember them saying, look at the people down on the floor. That's where all the jewels were sitting. Look at all those people down there. Those people have gotten millions and hundreds of no's. They've gotten way more no's, and that's why they're sitting down there. So you got to get kind of a thick skin on you, and you got to remember this, that we're all going through the same thing, okay? Remember to have a system to keep you motivated. Now, I can't motivate you. Your team leader can't motivate you. Truthfully, books can't really motivate you. It has to come from within. It has to come from your heart, your mind. Your mind and heart have to connect. We talked about this at my tea that I just had. It was called Follow Your Heart, the theme. And we talked about how in our hearts, in our mind, we can think this is an awesome thing. Plexus is awesome. It's a great way for me to get my dreams. But if you don't have it in your heart and you truly aren't connected there to your mind, your heart, it's a really long distance from there to your heart. But once you're connected, there's no stopping you, because you've got to figure out your why. And once you figure out that why, nothing's going to stop you from getting there. You're going to motivate yourself. You're going to be motivated. You don't need somebody else to motivate you. So just have something set up. So if you have a bad day and you're getting a lot of no's, have some words that you like, some positive affirmations. You need people in your life that you can call when you're having a bad day. I recommend you get a power partner that you can call once a day. I have people on this call that I talk to every single day. I have others I talk to at least once a week. And I will help you too. If you don't have somebody, I can be that person. And they aren't very long. They're just kind of a check-in to see how you're doing, so you don't feel alone. It's really important. Let's see. It's really important too to be on these Zooms, especially if you live far away from us. Otherwise, we have our Room of Hopes every Thursday night. For me, that is my fuel, just like church is for me. All week I'm kind of, and then I go to church Sunday and I get fueled up for my week. And that's kind of how Room of Hope is for me on Thursday nights. We haven't had it for about 6 months, and I was missing it. I was depressed. I was down. I let my mind kind of slip back. And I told my husband, something's off. And it was the Room of Hope. I need the Room of Hope. And I need it to be around you guys. We need each other through this journey. This journey can be very lonesome as an MLM, because you've got to motivate yourself every single day to go in and work and do your DIPAs, daily income producing activities. But if you have that great work ethic, if you believe in your dreams, nothing's going to stop you. So I believe all of us can do that if we can get our mindset. So that's the main thing. We want to make our family proud of us. What I do is, if I get those people that are negative and telling me you fell for a scam, that's a joke, Plexus, blah, 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 all those people, that drives me to make this work, to show them. That's just my personality. It's like negativity fuels me. So if you don't have that, there's personal growth books, there's things to really focus on, like getting that in your mind. A pioneer is someone that nothing's going to stop them. Think about those pioneers that came, you know, in the chuck wagons, you know, in the covered wagons across, and they persevered through everything: valleys, lows, floods, murder, you know, killings, illnesses, whatever. I meant the robbers, you know, they got them. They persevered through all of that. And that's like our journey. This isn't going to be an easy journey. I'm telling you right now. You're going to have your ups and downs, but if you stay with it and stay with us as a group, we're all going on that same journey. So you have to remember that. Don't ever, if you're feeling alone, call me. Call your upline. Don't pull back. That's bad. Now, product information, like I said, so mindset is the first thing. Product information, we don't have to know everything, okay? We don't have to know everything. That was my main thing. I thought I needed a testimony for myself, and I thought I needed to know all the ingredients in here before I started sharing. Well, when I started feeling better and I really got passionate that I need to tell these people, I was not like Lauren. I was not a researcher. I was not into like science. I wasn't like into health, anything. So I had no clue. I just knew it was pink and it tasted really good and it really did work. That was all I said. And guess what? I got all the way to Ruby, truthfully, Ruby, because of my passion, my passionately pushy self that I am. I just told my family members, this stuff is good. My friend Lori told me about it and she knows what she's talking about. And this is going to help you take inflammation out of your body. And I was so passionately pushy with them that they said, oh, okay, Cindy, I'll do it, get you off my back. No, just kidding. But if you have to do that, because the main goal here is to get people on the product. If we get them on the product, they're going to see what we're talking about and they're going to understand. If you're trying all these different things and it's not working, switch it up and talk to somebody and say, how can I do this? So when they say, what is the pink drink? All you need to say is, it tastes like a cherry Tootsie Pop. That's the number one thing that people want to know, truthfully, in the back of their minds, is what's it taste like. Because most things that are good for you don't taste good and they have to plug their nose and get it down, right? So if we can get that out of the way first, because we want to get all the objections, blocking the objections first. So number one, it tastes like a cherry Tootsie Pop. It is so delicious. Number two, it is sweetened with a natural sweetener. It's amazing. That most things aren't. So you don't even have to say the name if you don't want. You don't need to say the name if you don't know it. Don't worry about the names. And just say that it helps regulate your blood sugar. And the best thing is it takes out inflammation. That's all you really got to say. And then if you know this person, because that's who we're talking with, we know that person suffers with migraines. We know that person can't sleep. We know this already. So we're going to focus on the person and you're going to say, this is going to help your migraines. I know it. The inflammation and the blood sugar regulation, it's going to be mind-boggling. And you're pouring hope into them. When you talk about our probiotic, all you really have to say is, this probiotic has an antifungal in it that can get through the hard shell and really clean up your gut. Just talk about the antifungal. That's it. Learn that word, antifungal. Because there's no other probiotic that has the antifungal, okay? The BioCleanse, all you need to know is it oxygenates your body with magnesium. Most people are magnesium deficient. That's what I say. It oxygenates your body with magnesium. Most people are magnesium deficient. And they'll go, what? And then I say, I want all my loved ones on it, because when you oxygenate your body, you are so healthy. And cancer can't even grow or originate in an oxygenated state. You know, just be passionate about it. You don't need to know what you're really talking about when you're first starting. Don't let that hold you back. Now, if you're waiting for a big testimony before you share, don't. I'm telling you, if you do, guess what? By the time you wait for your testimony to happen, you're going to go to those people that you want to talk to, and they're going to already be on Plexus, from somebody at their office or some stranger at the grocery store. So right when you start, you need to go around and you need to tell people that you know and love and care about, and in your circle, that you're doing Plexus and you would love for them to do it with you. Come on, you guys, let's do it together. Let's get healthy together. Just get it out there, okay? use your passion. You can hear. So don't do a lot of texting and messaging. If you're going to do the private message, hit the voice recorder so they can hear you talking. They can hear it in your voice. Okay? And if you don't know about that, we can talk about that later. Otherwise, message them and say, can you call? Can you talk to me tomorrow or Thursday? Give them two options of when. Don't say, well, let's get together sometime. No. Give them two options, Tuesday or Thursday. Well, Tuesday and Thursday work. When you do that, oh my word, they'll answer you. They'll say, oh, Tuesday will work. Perfect. And get them on the phone, okay? I know I'm talking fast, but it's all about them. So don't worry about you don't have to be a doctor. And the best part is all you have to say if they ask you a question and you don't know, you just be honest. Isn't that how crazy? Just be honest. Say, I don't know the answer, but I can call Cindy, or I can call Todd, or I can call John, and they'll help me get the answer for you. Or you know what? Let's try them right now and do a 3-way call. And if I'm always have my phone and I'm always answering if I can. Okay? So don't be afraid. You have a team. You're working with a team that's here to help you. And we don't want to keep the secret in. We want to get it out and about and tell people. And that's how I got all the way to Ruby, as I just worked on my family and friends that were stubborn and hard, but I was passionately pushy with them. And I knew this was going to help. We know Plexus works. I hope you all know this. I want you to write this down. Plexus works. People don't. Okay? Write that down. Plexus works, people don't. I'm putting it in my office even. I'm making a big sign to remind me. Plexus works, okay? And we know it. So anyway, the last thing I want to say is everybody on here should have gotten one of these, right?
Yeah.
This is the best, most amazing tool on the planet. This right here, the success guide, on page 47 and 48, write that down, and page 55 and page 45. Okay, page 45, 47, and 48, and 55. Pretty much covers everything I talked about tonight in depth for you to have. So get this out, study it, highlight it, do what it says. It's amazing. This little thing right here, you have product cards. Right here, these product cards. Keep these in your purse. Keep these with you. They have answers, questions, prices, everything for you right here in this. That helps you when you start. Amazing, okay? And order our brand new catalogs. This is the most amazing tool that will help everybody. You know, it's beautiful. It's very natural. The paper's awesome. I write on the very front cover right here. I write all my information on the front, or put a label on the front. Don't put it on the back. Put it on the front. And leave this wherever you go. And this is an amazing tool also. So I hope I gave you some ideas. And I hope you're excited to get out there tomorrow. Don't wait. Do not wait. Stop waiting and get out there. Let's try to get people to join you. All you're doing is helping them join you to get on this journey with you. If you look at it that way, truthfully, this business that you're growing is going to grow like crazy. And at this point, I'm going to turn it over to Todd to talk a little bit more about the business.
Well, good evening, everybody. Thank you for jumping on. I'm lucky I get to talk about my favorite part, and I know that sounds horrible to say because we're in this, but we are truly in this to help people, but it's also not un-American to make money. And when I was 18, I bought my first home. And people are always like, Todd, how did you buy a home when you were 18? You were still in high school. Because I didn't want to live like my parents lived. My parents struggled. They were wonderful people, but they had a house payment their entire lives. And we would go out to eat. And my kids are so spoiled now. Sometimes I feel bad because they're so spoiled, but they kind of order what they want. And when we were kids, our parents ordered for us. And a lot of times we would go, and we never went without food. This is not a poor me story, but you know, when we would go out to eat, it might have been once every couple of months. It was like we shared fries and we got the $1 hamburgers they didn't have back then. But it really taught me the value of money and wanting to make sure that I was secure. So I bought my first house when I was 18. I started a lawnmower business, and I found out that if I could get one house I could get the next house. And once I got the next house, I could get the entire block. Because, I'm 45 years old now. So 18 years, when I was 18, it was a long time ago, there weren't all these trucks running around mowing lawns. And so I was able to just keep making money. I ended up buying someone's house and I mowed their lawn. And then I let them live in it until they passed away. And then and so it was awesome. But I've always had a love of making money. I don't have a love of money. I enjoy making money and it excites me. And I always hated network marketing. I hated the guy at church that would track me down, or the guy in the gym. He's like, oh man, I can make you millions. And I'm like, no, you're driving a 72 Ford. You want me to make you millions is what you want. And so I never wanted anything to do with network marketing. And when I saw Cindy doing it, I was like, okay, this is interesting. And so like Katie said, I followed her Facebook post. I never really talked to her about it. I didn't want to talk to her about it because as soon as you talk to a network marketer, they are latched onto you. But I followed her for a long time, where she was going, what she was doing. And then I fell in love with the product. But even then I said, I'm not doing it. You have to understand, I come from traditional business. We just got done, a construction company I own a part of. We just got done doing an $8 million truck stop, which I had to basically leverage everything I own to get an $8 million loan. Okay. Had something tragic happen on that site, a death, a severe injury, a severe snowstorm, a rainstorm, wash everything out, I could have lost everything. So my risk versus reward was very dangerous. We finalized that loan. So I got paid and it was a great payday, but the risk was really, really high. Well, now I've jumped into another venture. I'm building what's called a truck pod. And Lauren and I talked about it before. She thought she wanted to do it in Idaho, but I'm doing it and I've got all the support, but my initial investment is $100,000 just to get started. Well, it might not work out. In fact, now I've got 2 city council members who are fighting me and they don't want it to go through. And I've already invested all this money. That's what's great about Plexus. $34, you can start a business and have zero risk and nothing but reward. And I think business people, they get it. So if you're looking to build a business, find people who get business. It's easy to go get the guy who lives on the couch and he's like, yeah, dude, I'll do anything. Like, no, you live at your mom's house and you're 40. You don't do anything except lay around. Find motivated people. Find busy people. Find people that you have to schedule an appointment 2 to 3 weeks out with. Okay? Find people that you got to go, hey, can I meet you for breakfast at 5 a.m.? That is the best way to meet with someone because they're like, 5 a.m., you must be serious. You don't ever ask someone to meet you for noon, for lunch meeting, because, that's when they do their traditional business. This is if you want to grow the business. Okay? And you want to find people who know how to build businesses. So I look for those people. I try to avoid the low-hanging fruit. It's easy sometimes just to go grab the person because no matter what you say, they'll say yes. Okay? But those people traditionally don't stay in long. It's the hard people that are like, you know what? I'll think about it, Todd. I'm like, great, no problem. I love people that say no because I know they really are thinking about it. I did a really, really corny video the other night, and you can go to my Facebook page or my YouTube page. It is the stupidest video, and I'm cooking eggs, okay? It had over 700 views. That's stupid, but people love it when you put yourself out there, like Katie said, and you're real, and they know you do other things, so you're not the guy who's jumped from one network marketing to the next, to the next, to the next, okay? So I know I'm talking way too fast and probably going too long, but thirdly, understand that some trees stand by themselves and some trees have to stand by others. Okay. So when you're building your team, understand, look at the California redwood. It is 200 to 300 feet tall. It's the most impressive tree, I think, in the world. However, the roots, they go down less than 3 feet. So a tree that's 300 feet tall should go 100 feet down so they don't fall down. But redwood trees seldom fall down because their roots go wide. They actually go 150 feet wide and they wrap all through other roots, and the redwood trees do not let each other fall down. And so you're going to have some people on your team that are like redwood trees. You got to lock arms with them and say, you're not leaving. And I believe in you. I believe in your ability. We both believe in the company. So let's do this. And if they're really good people, you're never going to let them go, because those are your redwood trees and they need you. Now you're going to find some oak trees. Like, I'm not bragging about being an oak tree, because oak trees might be the hardest headed tree in the world, but I don't need anybody else. All I need is a vision and a plan, and I'm going to run with it. Okay. I'm kind of blessed because I don't live in Paso Robles, so I'm not always relying on Cindy. I'm relying on Cindy for phone calls and texts, but I'm relying on myself to build. So identify what kind of tree that you're recruiting. And I try not to recruit too many redwood trees, because I don't have enough hours in the day to take care of everybody else. Okay. I can take to 5 or 6 and make sure every time I'm driving, you don't need to listen to the radio anymore. If you want to build the Plexus business, you don't know what the top 40 hits are. You don't know what the news is, because every time you're in the car, you're phoning people. Okay. If you live in California, you can't be on your phone. So get a speakerphone, but every time you're in the car, you're calling someone. Every time don't be embarrassed. Every time you're using the restroom, you should be texting people. Every time you're waiting at the diner for them to bring your food, you should be texting people. If you're by yourself, if you're by your wife or your husband, put your phone away. Okay, it's family time. But you have to fill the nooks and crannies of your life with positive business building. Okay, now Cindy might kill me on this, but make sure that your time is spent building a business. Some people need group chats. Some people need to have social outings. I don't need that. I need to have it for other people, but that's not building your business. That is staying engaged, there's nothing wrong with that. But I promise you, if you will dedicate 30 minutes of your day, and that's all I ask people to do on my team, 30 minutes of your day of actively building your business, okay, you will be successful. Most people do not do 30 minutes a day. Okay, if they're really honest with you, they'll be like, well, I was on Facebook. That's not building your business. That's scrolling. Okay. Now you might spend 2 minutes doing a Facebook post and then get back to messaging people, get back to texting people, get back to calling people. I will go out of my way each day to drive by and stop at one place just to say hi to a friend. And they'll be like, hey coach, what's going on? What you doing? I just want to come by and say hi. I haven't seen you in a long time. I will not talk to them about Plexus. If they're your friend, they should know you're doing Plexus, because this is what you are now. You are a business builder. So when people see you, they should ask you about Plexus. If they don't know that you do Plexus, you're not using all the free marketing that the world is offering you now. Les Schwab has to pay every single Saturday to have an article in the newspaper. They've got to pay for their commercials. We don't. We get free advertising every single day, and most people don't utilize it. Most people want to do, one little non-confrontational, really scary post, and then they want to become a diamond. It's not going to happen, folks. You have to build your brand to where people know that you are a proud member of Plexus and you are a fair and honest network marketer. So you don't lie about the product. Oh, you're going to lose 50 pounds in 2 weeks. No, you're not. It is a gradual process. If you lose 50 pounds in 2 weeks, we need to get you to the doctor. Something's wrong. Okay. So don't lie about the product. Don't lie about your income. Oh, if you join me, you're going to become a millionaire within, 6 months. Most likely you're not. But within hopefully a month, we can get your product for free. Okay. So build your business just like you would any other business. Invest yourself and invest time. The best customers to start with, if you owned a tire shop, you bought, Big Al's Tire Shop, the first people you would call is all your friends and family to come buy new tires. So why wouldn't you do that for Plexus? Plus, tires are great, but tires, unless it's stormy, really don't save lives. Okay, I mean, they probably do if it's snowy in Idaho where Lauren lives, but tires aren't really a life-saving thing. This Plexus that you have lowers blood pressure, okay? Reduces inflammation. Studies have shown that if you're on any probiotic and you're on a multivitamin and you are on a good omega, if you have a stroke or heart attack, you have 40% less damage. Come on, this is easy, folks, but it's not easy if you don't tell anybody. Some of you are keeping the best kept secret in the world, and you get paid to tell people. Okay, so I'll shut up. I love this business. I love this industry. I wish I had known about it before I invested so much into other things. But even like this truck pod I'm opening it up for one reason. One, I love investments. I love to make money. But two, think how many people are now going to come to a thing that I own every single day. So now my market just, quadrupled, because every single person that comes eats at one of these food trucks or comes get a drink, I get to talk to about Plexus. I mean, I love it. Okay. So make sure you love what you do and you will be successful. There's no guarantees in life, but I will guarantee you, if you love what you do, you'll be successful. So I'm rambling now. I'm excited. I got a 9:15 appointment that I got to get to. Okay. But Cindy, I don't know if you're still on. I don't see you.
Yeah, I'm right here.
Okay. All right. Well, I think I'm done. You got any questions or anything, Cindy? I might have talked too long.
No, you're great. I just wanted to close. We have about 8 minutes left. And I just wanted to close here just letting people know, especially on here, that if you get, those of you that got on the call wondering, how can I get my products paid for? I really want to get my products paid for.
Yeah.
How can I do that? Okay. The first thing that is really amazing that will help you do that is to get 3 family members, friends. I tell people, get your circle that does life with you. The people that you can say, Mom, give me your credit card. You're doing this with me. Or sister, do this with me. Come on, let's do it together. Get 3 people like that. If they buy the $99 welcome pack, which is a steal of a deal, it's the triplex, you get $25 a person. That's $75. The minute you get 3, you get a $100 bonus from Plexus the following month on the 15th of the month. Right there, that's $175. That's paying your product right there next month, or getting your investment back that you put in. If they buy the $199 one, that truthfully is the best deal in the whole century, because you're getting 2 triplexes plus an X Factor for $199. If you do that, you're going to get $50, $49.95, $50 times 3. That's $150 plus a $100 bonus. That's $250 right there. Now, what I have done with my family, I got my mom on it. And it was hard to get my mom to try it. She had to go show it to her doctor and all this stuff. I got my mom on it. That week, I got my Aunt Sandy, I got my sister, and I got my mom's best friend, and I put them underneath my mom. Because those are her circle. Those are her support. Those are her team. That has been the biggest blessing ever, because my mom now gets about $700 a month, because those people have helped their friends, and they've helped their friends, and they've helped their friends. Same thing with my daughter. I got my daughter on it. She is loving it now. Her husband has a life-changing story with these products. She's been sharing it, getting her friends and family and stuff on it now. She was able to quit her job that she was doing, taking away time from her kids, 3 kids. She is a stay-at-home mom now, making over $1,000 a month. And she's just, each month her paycheck is going up and up and up. So that is exciting to know that you're going to help your family that says they can't afford it. We can help them afford it. So that money should not be an issue. I went over with Bridget today. She was in my office, and we talked about a lot of things. It's so expensive. It's too expensive. Well, guess what? All you have to do is help them understand what they're already doing in their life that is expensive, like their energy drinks, like they're eating out every day, like their junk food that they buy, like their Starbucks that they buy, like their, cable. We have 11 pastors on our team that don't have extra money for this. 3 of those pastors turned off their cable. Right there, that was like $100. They were able to get their products. So if you make this and show them that they don't have to even change their budget, but just get rid of stuff that's taken away from their budget, that one's gone. That hump in the road is gone. So if you look on that one page, on page 45 in this book, it's all about blocking objections before they come. And that's what you need to do, is you need to go over the FDA, the exposure. I mean, not exposures, but how do you, what about the FDA? Is it safe? Is it expensive? All these things. And if you cover that at the beginning when you're talking to a family and friend, that never comes. Listen what it says. Blocking objections simply means that you address a common objection before the other person can bring it up. You continue to lead the conversation with confidence and their concerns get addressed. It's a win-win. Okay? So that right there in this book teaches you all the objections and what to say to people. Okay? So I'm hoping tonight you guys understand. You can get a hold of your upline. You can get a hold of me or whoever, and we can help you get these products paid for this month. And then you're going to help your people get theirs paid for, and you help theirs. And that's how I got all the way to Ruby, which is 500 times 3. That's $1,500 with a $500 bonus. Ruby is you're making about $2,000 a month. I got there by not even knowing what was in these products. I got there just by being passionate, by helping my family and friends get on this. And I know you can all do this. Okay? So I hope you guys are excited tonight and you see and get what Todd's saying about the business. This is an amazing business opportunity. I doubled my 1099 from last year. Doubled it. Wow. Where in your right mind can you double your amazing income you had last year? I doubled it this year. And you guys can all do that this year. Okay? So I'm going to let us all go tonight. I hope you all learned and you're inspired and you're ready in the morning to hit this and change lives, because we are hope dealers. Remember that word. Write it down. You are a hope dealer. Be proud of it. Make a shirt. Put it on your water bottle. You're a hope dealer. And everybody go to bed tonight, and you might not be able to sleep because you're so excited. I have nights like that when I'm so excited about Plexus I can't sleep. But I want this to be like you and me and Todd and Julie and Katie and all of us that have this passion and desire to get people healthy, and then God's going to bless us financially. It's a win-win, just like we said earlier. So I hope you guys had a wonderful hour with us, and I look forward to more of these. We'll probably be doing them every week. So just watch for them in Tickle Pink, and we'll have them, and we'll be growing together. That's what this is about. Okay, so thank you, Katie, for sharing with us, and Todd, and everybody have a wonderful night. And let's drink our pink in the morning.
Hey, can you have them? Can you unmute them just so we can say hi to some of the people? I don't know everybody.
Mm-hmm. They can unmute.
I see Amy. I know Amy. All right. How are you, Amy?
There, it's all unmuted.
All our fragrance, if you like.
I know people are like, no, don't unmute me. I don't want to say anything. So, hey, Julie, how are you?
Good.
Shelly.
I see John hiding there.
Yeah.
John. Big fun. I love it. Awesome.
They're fine.
And Bobby and Nona and Melissa and Aaron.
Awesome.
All right. Good night. Thanks for doing that, you guys. You guys were really
Guys.
good. Thank you. Next time you need to learn how to lock the door. Thank you, Katie.
You're welcome.
And Mindy.
Thank you, Cindy.
Okay, sorry. I'm just entering. Bye, everyone. Bye,
Bye,
Bye.
guys.
Bye. Thank you.
Love all
Thank
of
you.
Let's do this.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.